They were filming on my street this week.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey guys, we're back with the Sizzle. I'm John and
I'm Jade.
nice to meet you guys. Welcome back. We talk everything K-culture, K-pop, and of course K-dramas. Today we are talking about the 5 Seoul K-drama locations you have to visit when you come to South Korea.
I think these are like the biggest spots to see something from a drama. Somebody probably films there like at least once a week. A lot of these places I go often and I always see something happening.
Yeah, for real. I mean, like, Seoul is pretty much the Hollywood of South Korea. I mean, that's pretty much everywhere. A lot of the foreigners hang out, I think. That's where they film. Like, a lot of the...
Because they're usually like the trendy areas.
Trendy areas,
like something
for real.
really cool. Like, usually in dramas, they always want something new and fresh. So
Yeah.
it tends to be where everybody is.
So today we're going to give you 5 locations that we put on our list. Make sure to check out our article down below for more information and exactly where to go to these places, because obviously we can't really show you video-wise, but you know, you can Google map it. The first one, Haebangchong. So Haebangchong is part of Itaewon.
Yes.
Where is Itaewon exactly?
So Itaewon is in the middle of the city, and it has Namsan Mountain. Well, Nam Mountain is in the middle, and on the hill, like on the downward side, that's where Itaewon neighborhood is. So you have one side of the mountain where you have Haebangchon and then Gyeonggi-rangil, which is like kind of like a trendy like coffee street and like lots of little cafes and stuff.
Yes, I just went there last week.
I was
tons
just
of cafes. It's
yesterday.
really good. I recommend.
And if you've seen Parasite, the house from Parasite is at the top of Gyeonggi-rangil.
Oh, I did not know that. Well, there you go.
Yeah, it's so funny. I went to my friend's house and I thought it was gonna be an apartment. It was a mansion, hidden, and just like the Parasite mansion, where it's like a big wall, so you don't really see until you go into the house, and it's just huge.
Yes, that area in Itaewon, if you go around that corner, is all the rich people now.
Yeah, you would never know walking down the street because it's just hidden into the hills. Like that's the kind of place it is. And then like on the other side of the mountain, this is like the Haebangchon side. The other side is like the party area, everything.
Yeah, so Haebangchon is HBC, as locals call it here, and that's kind of like the college area. I feel like that has a college vibe to that area.
It's very like think of it as a different. It's the real foreign area. Of Korea.
No one speaks Korean there.
No one speaks Korean. I remember I was at a bar and I was like, my Korean friend tried to order and she was like, I don't speak Korean. And I was like, in Korean.
If you guys don't know exactly, here, I think you'll know Itaewon class.
Yes. Itaewon class is filmed in Haebangchon at the top of the hill. And there's like a lot of, because it's on the mountain, you can see all of Seoul from a lot of the rooftops.
Yeah, the view's amazing.
Yeah, so there's so many rooftop cafes and bars. And one of the famous ones is the one they filmed Itaewon class at.
Yeah, that's right. And if you keep on going up the hill, you'll hit the tower pretty much.
You can walk, like from the top of Haebangchon, it's maybe 30-minute hike.
It's a nice hike. Like for a nice day like today, I feel like, you know, it's perfect for like a short little hike. So definitely go check out HBC. Tons of restaurants, cafes. We also wrote another article about the top cafes you should visit when you come to Korea, and 2 of them are on the hill. So make sure you guys check it out. The second place we have, and this is iconic, Han River.
Yeah, if you come to Seoul and you didn't go to the river, did you come to the city?
Jade wrote an article about there's tons of things going on at the Han River right now, right? There's a summer event.
It's like a 2-month long summer festival. There's the night market, and they have like shows and concerts and all types of things you can.
Speaking of concerts, there's the hip hop concert this weekend.
I'm going.
It's a rap beat festival. Yes.
I'm so excited, actually.
It's the biggest hip hop festival in Korea, and it is held there.
I had to get my tickets a long time ago, so I'm really excited.
Oh yeah, they stopped for COVID for the past couple of years, so this is the first one in 2-3 years. Long time. Yeah.
So it's a lot of big names, like CL's performing, and bunch of idols like BI and.
Who are you looking forward to
seeing the most? Yeah. Probably CL, because I've never seen anyone in 21.
Oh,
so I'm like super excited. And then Amine is performing too. So
CL's new song is amazing.
Oh, the whole album's good. I really like her these days. I think she's really changed her sound, and it's really good now.
Also, a lot of Koreans spend their weekends, Sundays at the Han River, so it's a great place to just chill, relax, order some chicken.
Yeah, if you go to the river, you have to get chicken and beer, and then you eat.
Yeah, or pizza. I did
pizza
both.
Too. Yeah, it's kind of like the classic thing to do, and like even when you go there, there's lots of people handing out flyers so that you can order to wherever you sit. You don't have to move; they will bring you the food.
Or you can just it's kind of like enjoy a day at the park. A lot of people go tandem biking. They have or regular biking. You can bring a ball or something like that.
There's they filmed the horror movie, The Monster, the Host in English.
Host, yes, the Host.
So there's a huge, it's not huge, but it's a statue of the monster. And you
is it?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Sit in its mouth on the Yoido Park in Hanoi.
Oh, okay. So if you guys don't know, Han River is actually very long. It stretches right across Seoul and into Incheon. So pretty much anywhere along that river, you can hang out. Pretty much, they made a very good bike lane and a walking road
bike
there.
The whole thing.
Yes, yeah. If you guys are bikers, definitely that's the place to go. It's safe and it's. But the thing is, there's a lot of people in the main area, so you can't really go that fast. So, but number 2, Han River. Number 3, where everyone goes, Hongdae. It's like the trendiest, I think, artsiest place in Korea for a long time, and there are a lot of hip and artsy neighborhoods that pop up around Seoul here and there, but those are trends. Yeah. Hongdae is like permanent. Forever. I feel forever.
It's been like that for like 20 years.
Longer than that. They made Hongdae for that reason. That's why the Hongdae University is the art university, because the government wanted an area for art. So that's why they did that.
Makes so much sense. Mm-hmm. And like on the main street in Hongdae, like there's like two they perpendicular to each other. So one, it starts off where it's just like restaurants, and then it goes into the busking area. So there's even a little mini auditorium where you can sit and watch people perform.
Yes.
And so you can see that a lot in dramas or people performing on the street. So you have the busking part, and then it goes into the fashion street, where it's tons of clothing shops. Cheap clothing shops.
Yes.
You can get anything you need. You can buy your whole outfit, buy shoes, everything you want in this little street.
It's like the best place if you want to do your shopping when you come here. If you're into K-pop merchandise, K-drama merchandise, that's the spot to go to. Another place is Myeongdong, but we can talk about that place a little bit later. But Hongdae definitely has all the trending things going on right now, and they always have new stuff. The food is amazing.
Yeah, and I think Hongdae is the one place you will always find someone filming something every day. Every day, because on the main street they always film on this. They have a little festival area where people go there, and it can be actors, idols. They'll just make a little small performance, or they'll do
busking.
Yeah, but what's a guerrilla concert? They'll just show up. And then
that's happened before. Yeah, and then tons of people will start gathering.
There's a famous karaoke place where all of the front is glass.
Yeah.
So a lot of
Yeah.
like singers will perform there, and there's
Yeah.
people outside like looking like, who is it? Who is it? Who is
A lot of high schoolers do that,
Yeah,
I feel. Or
I
drunk
see it all
people.
the
I mean,
time.
but I think we both, we stayed up, 24 hours. That's a spot to be. The clubs,
Yeah.
awesome. They're open until 6 a.m.,
More
right?
than that now. It's kind of interesting because there's like, the younger people.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore, but
like my college friends, they tell me like, you go to dinner, then you go to the bar, then you go to the
Yeah.
club, then you go to 노래방, then you go
It's like
eat.
2차, 1차, 2차, 3차, like, if you know Korean, yes.
It's like a
Different rounds.
never-ending night.
Yes, there's some really cool. I went to a video game bar, which is kind of cool. You can play
Oh.
video games
Yeah,
and
there's-
just
it's
have a
kind
beer or
of
something.
more trendy. Yeah, so there's so many, like it's kind of a trendy thing now.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was always arcades, but now they're arcade bars. So
And
like,
it's free.
and they're free.
Yeah,
games,
that's
so
a crazy
You don't have
thing.
to pay to play the games. You can just walk in there and play the games and leave.
Yeah, I've done that too. and you don't have to even buy anything. Like
No.
we've done bar hopping before, and if other people order, you don't have to, and it's awesome.
I usually go. There's one in Itaewon and one in Hongdae, and I go to both of them.
Yeah, so those two areas are very hot spots for tourists, foreigners, and Korean people alike, younger Koreans usually. But Itaewon's a little bit more for the older crowd. So if you are in your like late 20s, early 30s, maybe 40s, Itaewon's a good place to hang out for the more mature audience, I guess.
You
Yeah.
don't really care. Like it's not like you'll be with a bunch of 18-year-olds.
All right, so number 4, we have any of the palaces in Seoul. Have you been to any of the palaces?
Yes, but I cannot name them. I just
Too many, I've been to.
Yeah, I've been to 3, but the one I went to twice was the one in front of
Gwanghwamun. So Gyeongbokgung
Yeah.
is the main one,
Yeah,
and
so
that is the
then I went
main
to
one.
times.
Certain days is free, I think.
and Culture Day.
Yeah, Culture Day, and we have Chuseok coming up, which is Korean Thanksgiving, and usually they have it for either really cheap, like $1 or something like that, or free on those days. So
I think we all could go there because I don't have any plans.
I've done it. I've gone because I have, my wife's parents, they don't live in Seoul. So when they came up for Korean Thanksgiving, we would go and spend like a couple hours.
Did you get dressed up?
No, they're too old for that. I've never actually done that,
You should
get
wear,
dressed
like,
up, but
a
you can do that.
hanbok and things like that. I wore it once with my friends came from England and they were like, "We have
How
to
much
do
is it to rent the whole outfit?
It's like $5.
Yeah, and how long though?
You get like 3 hours, I think.
Wow, that's a
It's
good
really
deal,
cheap.
guys.
Like it's not expensive.
And there's tons of those shops everywhere.
there's tons, so
Yeah.
they all are competing with each
They're
other.
all in the same area or across the street.
So
So
it's across the street from the
Yeah.
palace. So you just have to walk down there and you'll see all the little stores and they'll advertise how much you have to pay.
tons of period dramas are filmed at these locations, and usually they will shut down the palace for that, and they usually film it at night when no one's really there.
Let's make some.
you know.
I'm thinking about like, do I see any scenes where they're in the daytime? And I'm like, not really. Like in the dramas, like the historical dramas, a lot of times when they're like outside of the rooms,
Yeah.
it's like during the night.
They when they're filming the outside scenes, they'll usually go to a palace that's outside of Seoul to do it. And then, because there's no, obviously, if you go outside of Seoul in a palace, you'll hit a big street full of cars, so it wouldn't make sense.
Literally.
Like,
That's what I was thinking. I was like, what did they film?
and tour buses, so there's no way they would CGI that, you know. So a lot of the times they'll shoot it outside, like middle of nowhere, palace gate, and they'll usually film the more intricate scenes in the big main palaces. But anyways, any of those palaces, when you come to Korea, you definitely need to go and visit anyways for some Korean culture, and they're amazing. They're very colorful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they're very
calming.
beautiful.
And
Yeah.
now they just opened up the night gardens again, so you'll see just those like scenes they have.
Oh yeah, summertime's a good
the
time.
queens are walking, and the nighttime you'll see beautiful views.
And they used to have this nighttime orchestra. So a lot of like the palaces are kind of, if you guys come to Korea, you know, it's kind of like built up. So the bottom, they usually put fire to kind of warm up the building. So basically, since obviously no one's living there now, they put like a symphony orchestra underneath, and then they turn off all the lights.
Oh, that's so
And then
cool.
they'll put like, you know, purple lights or something like that. And then they'll play music, and you can go in for, I think you have to reserve a time or something. And then it's cheap too. And you can just go and stand there and watch for, you know, an hour or so. So it's very cool.
I'm going to look this up. I really want to see
Yeah,
this.
definitely try the night orchestras in when you come. It's definitely a cool experience. Okay, number 5, we have Uijeongbu, if I can say this correct. Uijeongbu Art Library. So this is outside of Seoul, but next to.
It's not far.
It's not too far. It's in Gyeonggi Province, which is
it's
about.
like on the other side of the mountain. Like it's going around.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like
So like
northern
northern part of Seoul, and it's not like a popular area, but this library is pretty amazing. I'll throw a picture up for you guys to take a look. But there were numerous dramas that are filmed here, and I think it's just due to the massive size and the decor of the.
The architecture is very modern.
Yeah,
it's very pretty. Like it's not like. Since it's so big, you're not going to be able to find it in Seoul. You'd have to go inside. A lot of the bigger like libraries and like kind of cafes and stuff are like
outside
of Seoul, but not so far that it'll take too long to get there. Like
and the views at these
minutes.
places are amazing too.
They're so beautiful. Like there's another cafe on the other side in Paju that's really popular.
Oh, Paju, if you guys don't know, is north of Seoul, next to the DMZ, very close.
Yeah.
And I always go to Paja Outlet. Go to Paja Outlet. It's awesome.
They have the art street. I didn't know that was really popular.
Yeah,
so
that's
there's like
right.
a whole thing of like studios and art galleries, but it's like in the middle of nowhere. It's
right, yeah.
pretty cool.
So that's our quick little list of 5 cool places that you guys could check out for drama locations. Let us know down in the comments below if you guys ever been there. Or, you know, if you guys would like us to talk more about other drama locations.
Let us know if you're interested and where you want to go.
Awesome. So make sure you guys check out the article down below, and we'll see you in the next video. 안녕!